Bananabolism. That's a tough word.
Let me zoom in on
There
that.
it is.
Bananabolism.
I will not shut up about this mug. I don't care if we're here to talk about comic books or not. Good evening, all my favorite comic book people and Carol and John's comic shoppers. I am here with John Shear and Andrea to show you new comics, and we're super stoked. Almost as excited as I was when I bought this mug. I'm sorry. I'm never going to shut up. But yes, welcome to Tuesday evening. We're excited because we got another full table of comics. No mini table, though.
No.
Which is fine. You know, you got to let the mini table cool off a little bit. Right?
Right.
It needs its rest.
Can't have a mini table.
It's a tiny baby.
But we are excited. There was a lot of stuff we wanted to read this week, and then a lot of stuff we felt like we had to read, and all the stuff that we wanted to, kind of underwhelming, and the stuff we felt like we had to so we could update everybody was kind of like, woo! Yeah. Like, all right. Yeah, so we got a little flip floppiness going on this week. I'll say right now that local comic shop day on Saturday was a blast. John Shear, Raph, and Misty had a wonderful freaking day, unloading some back issues and selling some exclusives, of which we have a few left over, so they'll be on the other side of the table. I was in another state, and I went to another shop's local comic shop day, and that was awesome. I got some exclusive stuff that I could have bought here, but I didn't. And I got to visit like a young comic shop, and I think it was their first one, if not, maybe I think they were a year and a half old, so I don't know how much they did it last year, but that was pretty cool. So shout out to East Atlanta Comics. They will never see this. But yeah, that was a great day. Upcoming, we have two things for sure, a few things this month, but two things for sure. John is setting up at the Cleveland Comic Book Show at the hotel right off the Crocker exit in Westlake this Sunday on the 5th. So he's really stoked about that. He loves slinging back issues on his own. We'll probably have maybe the daughters or some family there with him helping out. But go visit, grab some deals on some back issues. I think he's taking everything that's not nailed down.
I think you're right.
So that's pretty cool. And then the Saturday before Halloween, the 25th, we are doing Halloween Comics Fest giveaway. I just unbagged and put all those books in order. I got a cardboard paper cut on my thumb, which means I'm going to have to lose it. So I'm going to look weird. But yeah, so that's all set up, and we love Halloween Day, Halloween Comics Fest giveaway. So like, come in costume, bring your kids in costume, we'll have a bunch of candy, skeletons in the front yard, you know, all the good stuff.
Yep.
That's our fave. But yeah, that's upcoming. With more to be added to that, we were just updating each other on details of things, and we'll have more soon. But most important, this Sunday, go visit John and come on Halloween, because that's awesome. But we'll do 3 things this week, right?
Yeah.
3 things. We love this. I do love it. We all
It's
sit
so
and
fun.
brainstorm before this thing. We'll come up with little quickie stuff. First thing this week, first of the 3, bad, bat, good, evil. I'm not implying that Batman is bad. We all like Batman. Right. We all like Batman. But we were all very excited to read Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez's Batman #2 in their ongoing series, which we did. Sweet. But what we also read was Absolute Evil, and boy howdy, did we like one way more than the other. Like, maybe not comparable, but Absolute Evil was simply phenomenal. Like, this was the moment we were waiting for of the expansion of the Absolute Universe, the questions answered as far as how things are sewn together a little bit, and it's all from the perspective of
the Justice League.
The Justice League. That's a really great way to put it. There is a Justice League in the Absolute Universe, and they are obvious and apparent in this issue. Not to mention 2 major Absolute Universe first appearances.
Yeah.
If not more. Many more, but like 2 major ones. So an excellent, awesome one-shot. You're going to see a giant stack of this stuff on the table for good reason. What's the next one? The Parker Luck is always present, even in the past. This is a reference to Spider-Man Noir #1, which I was going to hand to John Shear and be like, hey man, talk about this miniseries. You like Spider-Man and Spider-People and webs and stuff. But I had a hoot reading this book. This is a perfect adaptation of a Peter Parker in 1939. The like whole detective angle and guy behind a desk who, you know, struggling to pay the bills and solve the case all at the same time and keeping his relationships up. It's perfectly mixed with our Spider-Man mythos. Did you get a chance to read it?
Yeah.
Oh man, you got to do it.
I didn't hand him this
I did
book.
see what Aunt May doesn't like about the new Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that's fun. That's fun. But yeah, a really, really great beginning to a miniseries. Issues 1 through 5. Issue 1 of 5. If you've been kind of sleeping on Spider-Man for a minute because all we've had is amazing, this is a good little refresher for your comic book taste buds of just fun Spider-Man-ness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then our third thing, our small press addition to the 3 things this week: Cold Slither, Hot Licks. And I'm going to pass it to John Shear for the Hot Licks.
Cold Slither, Hot Licks. This is the the Dreadnoks in the G.I. Joe universe. It is basically a sequel to the animated episode where they become a rock band and are using their like music to like subliminally like master everyone, to Cobra's way of thinking. And it is done as a like where are they now type of thing, and they're brought back together as a band. It's fantastic. It is so silly and has nothing to do with either G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, or the ongoing like Energon Universe G.I. Joe. This is simply a sequel to the animated episode, and it is so silly and fun. And they have awesome covers, fun story, and they have just a whole thing on the back as well, all about it. So like
Spinal Tap meets G.I. Joe.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Nice,
it.
fun.
I don't even know anything about G.I. Joe.
But you know about Spinal Tap?
A little bit. I actually made a Spinal Tap reference this weekend, and the person I was talking to didn't know what I was talking about.
Oh,
Was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. We'll start with a fun one. This is a fan favorite for us. Stealth Hammer 1, 2, and 3, back in stock. One of our longtime customers that we love and enjoy is a self-published comic book creator. So he has made Stealth Hammer, and we got restocked on them. So that's cool. A nice little addition to the all ages section. Thank you, Ryan, for bringing those in. But now we're getting into Image Comics collections. The first of which being King Spawn Origins hardcover volume 1. This is all the OG King Spawn appearances before the most recent miniseries. Next to it, a book that is, I think, close to all of us. We love this book. In the Ghost Machine universe, created by Jeff Johns, we have Hyde Street. This is their horror line, since there's a few titles in it. Volume 1, absolutely perfect trade paperback to come out on the first day of October. Can't say a lot more than that. I catch up. This is one series that I make a point to keep current on, of all of them, but this is a big one. Then next to it, the
that's a
featherweight G.I. Joe Real American Hero Compendium. This is volume 2, so you may have caught the honker of volume 1 on the shelf, and now it has a friend to go along with it.
The best is I gave volume 1. I chucked somebody volume 1, and they were like freaking
It's
out.
the best way to sell it. It's the best way to sell that book.
It's so good.
They're like, oh, what's that big G.I. Joe book over there? You're like, here, check it out. Last Image collected edition this week is Knights vs. Samurai, the entire miniseries. One reprint on the Image table this week is another favorite of the staff, but issue number 3 of Exquisite Corpses, and the reprint, it's not in there, or it's not on the back, comes with a trading card, so that's pretty cool if you missed out on that one. And then new stuff this week. We had Department of Truth number 0. So that's kind of cool. They're long in the tooth, and they're going back to the beginning. There's cover A, and you can tell what the story is going to include because there's cover B with the king himself on it.
Oh, and that Elvis story, Scott Snyder written.
Ooh,
Cool.
Okay, that's cool. Good to know. And we're back to some Spawn. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
Come on, man. I thought
Don't
you were
keep
over
the
there- I thought you
people
were over there
waiting.
for a
I
reason.
thought we were getting close to the end of Spawn, but no.
Oh, no, there's a bunch of Spawn
Yep.
right here. A Spawn Universe title, Sam and Twitch. They're on issue number 18. There's the cover. Gunslinger Spawn's on issue number 47. There's cover A. Here's cover B. Spawn Scorched is on issue number 45. There's cover A. There's cover B. And Spawn Rat City, last one I promise, is on issue number 18. There's the cover. Ghost Machine Universe, new book of the week is Rocket Fellers, number 9. And then the first of 3 number 1s for Image this week. But this is a one-shot, all collected by itself. John Shear gushed about it already. But if you're into G.I. Joe and you're a little overwhelmed by all the Energon connectivity, this is a palate cleanser of animated universe for you. And it's fun and fantastic. I mean, you can tell. There's your cover A. Here's your cover B. Here's your cover C. And then this one's super fun. I have a small pitch for it. The Author Immortal is essentially the book that you want to read if you want to read J.K. Rowling as an evil, horrible comic book villain. If you have been disgusted by some of her activities over the past years amongst cancel culture, this is the book for you.
Yep, I would agree.
It's got a good fantasy romp to it. These are our main characters, father and daughter. He's a writer. He's a little detestable too.
Yeah.
But a really good start to this. So I'm intrigued to see where this goes. And next to it, a one shot that I'm super into by the Dragotta brothers. I actually didn't know there was two.
Oh no, that's someone's last name.
I don't.
Yeah. It's in here somewhere.
I think
There it is. Yeah. Dragotta and David Brothers.
Oh well, I just kept on reading.
Yeah.
Brothers
that's how they-
Dragotta the whole time. Well, good. Then good thing I didn't know there was two because there's not. Anyway, it's a one shot. It's got 3 stories in it, and it is completely inspired and a kind of a love letter to boxing manga or like sports storytelling, kind of like feats of endurance that take a long time to tell the story of and involve a lot to with the subject's lives, but amongst like great action. Really cool one shot. Like I said, three very complete stories in there. And then the last thing from Image this week, last but certainly not least, the return after a year
Finally.
of Rook Exodus. So this is the Ghost Machine book we're all about all the time. We love this book. Number 7 is a phenomenal return to the series. We were really stoked to see where they're picking it back up, and they didn't disappoint. So
Got
they're
a couple new characters in this one too.
and like I eat these new characters up. Like every time they bring someone new into this, I'm all about it. There's cover A. Here's cover B. Here's cover C. And cover D. The Stag. And then we're getting into Marvel Collected Edition. So the first one is the Modern Era Epic Collection for Carnage, Carnage USA, which collects a lot of mini-series from around this time period. Not the least of which being Carnage USA, where he takes over a small town with all of his Carnage goons. I love this one. Ghost Rider Epic Collection Death Race includes issue number 31, written by Jim Starlin, from where the picture on the cover came from, in which Ghost Rider is challenged by Death for the race in 3 races to save 3 human souls, and it's freaking phenomenal. But the whole book, there's like 20 issues collected in the book, so well worth it just for the one issue, but otherwise awesome. Then we've got a new one. This is all the Godzilla vs. the Marvel Universe one-shot. So Godzilla vs. the Avengers vs. Fantastic Four vs. the X-Men. Honest to God, worth the price of admission just for Godzilla vs. Thor. That freaking one-shot was probably the coolest thing I've read this year, amongst many cool things.
It's pretty cool.
It is awesome. It is notable. I will not forget it. Oh, speaking of Thor, the last volume in the Immortal Thor trade paperback collection.
Before he starts carrying a hammer.
Yeah, before he starts getting
Different
immortal.
kind of hammer.
Really cool one. Next, I was just looking at this before we started the video. Spider-Man Noir. This is the Hard-Boiled Origins collection. It is essentially every Spider-Man Noir self-titled miniseries, one-shot, leading up to this new miniseries coming out this week that we just talked about. So this is an awesome book. For $35, you get every appearance of him, which have been really hard to track down since the Spider-Verse movies have been so popular. Next to it, more Spider-Man. This is Predator versus Spider-Man. If you enjoyed Aliens versus Predators, or if you're enjoying Predator Kills the Marvel Universe, this is a direct lead into that book. It's a hot summer, and Spider-Man is fighting not just one Predator. There's a lot going on, and it's awesome. But that's the complete miniseries there. And then we got one reprint from Marvel this week with an Adam Hughes cover, Black Cat #1. The Ultimate Universe side of things gives us Ultimate Wolverine number 10 this week, which is next on my reading stack. There's cover A. Cover B, your Tron Ares tie-in.
Sure.
Yep. And then a 1 in 25 variant for $12. Next Ultimate book is Ultimate X-Men. They're on issue number 20. There's your cover A. And we've got a pretty cool 1 in 25 variant for $10. Star Wars has one book this week for Marvel. It's issue number 6 of the ongoing series. Cover A is great. And then cover, the 1 in 25 variant, I like every time I see it a little bit more and more. I think they're pulling a crazy heist. I think they are. But for $15, that's a great cover. Yeah. One World Under Doom tie-in this week. It is the only one. It is Red Hulk, my guilty pleasure. I'll never apologize for it.
No.
Issue number 9. There's your cover A. this freaking fantastic cover B. And then my next guilty pleasure, New Avengers, issue number 5. Still going after the Kill Illuminati, and it is not going well.
I've read 1 through 4 now, and you are absolutely right.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Cover A, cover B.
That's awesome.
I love it. Cover C, cover D, and cover E. Your Tron Ares tie-in. Tron. A one-shot from Marvel this week in the Marvel Voices line is White Tiger Reborn. It is a complete rundown of the legacy of the current White Tiger, tied in with the older White Tiger and their gem and how they transform, with a lot of ancillary material in the middle, per Marvel Voices staple. So we've got a couple covers for that. There's cover A. Here's cover B. All the White Tigers.
Yep.
Cover C. And then we're on to Deadpool Wolverine. They're on issue number 10. We have one cover on the table. That's cover A. And then a facsimile for the week. Amalgam Comics facsimile. So if you don't know what those were, they were when Marvel and DC were friends and hand-holding and hugging and whatnot. They made a bunch of comic books that combined 2 major characters, one from each franchise, or one from each company, and did a single-issue one-shot about them. So Spider-Boy is a combination of Spider-Man and Superboy, and it's a really fun ride, and this is it in its entirety. Look, more Spider-Man. The next row is entirely Amazing Spider-Man number 13. We've got a plethora of covers available for this one. Cover A. Oh, it's an Imperial tie-in? Look at that. Cover A. Cover B is absolutely where it's at. It's the best cover in the universe ever, period. I don't care if you like Muppets or not. That's it. End of story.
Yeah.
I love it. Muppet cover. Cover C. Sorry to all the other covers on it.
Yeah.
Cover D. Cover E. And we got a beautiful 1 in 25 variant for $10, and a 1 in 100 variant for $60, with that all art Lieber-Mayo cover. Spirits of Violence is a failure. I am not going to mince words. I'm a huge Ghost Rider fan. I've read plenty of Ghost Rider comics. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy this book. I'm saying you should make up your mind for yourself. But I read it. Andrea tried to read it, and John Shear read it.
I read it.
And this feels like someone wrote this comic without ever reading another comic. Without ever reading. I don't know. Understand. Ghost Riders don't hug each other. They don't. There's so many words in this comic, and like Ghost Riders don't need to talk about stuff. It was one of the silliest design villains I've ever seen.
Oh, sorry, I bumped the button. We're good. We're good.
I was talking about what a bad book this is.
I know.
Don't interrupt me. Give it a shot. It's got some cool covers. It's got a lot of Spirits of Vengeance in it. I don't know. I don't know. They switched writers. Benjamin Percy's not writing anymore. It doesn't make any sense to me. Failure. Cover A. An amazing cover B. That's not a failure.
Cool.
In fact, I'm going to grab a copy of that just because I love that Kyle Hotes doing his zombies book.
Right.
Here's cover C. Cover D, which is also beautiful. A 1 in 25 variant for $15, and a 1 in 50 variant for $30. I'll give you a deal on it if you want it. Get it out of here. Back to the middle of the table brings us to Spider-Man Noir, which I could continue to gush about, but it's really just a beautiful, perfect beginning with a clear message and purpose and story to tell, and I like it a lot. Cover A is right there. Cover B is by Eric Larson.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
He wrote it.
Which is also awesome. Cover C is Peach Momoko. And then we got a 1 in 25 variant for $15 and a 1 in 50 variant for $40. Middle of the table. Yeah. Middle of the table gets us another one of the awesome Marvel Unlimited physical printings. So this was an X-Men story. X-Men Undertow was only available in digital format, and now they pay attention to the people who are their real fans, and they have put it in print. We have 2 covers. There's cover A. Here's cover B. And the reason for skipping around brings us to Venom number 250. We're back to the official legacy numbering on the cover of the book. We've got several stories in here. I think at least 2, maybe 3. But we're tying in pretty much all of the modern era Venom stories. As you can see, the writers here, Al Ewing, Charles Soule, Dodson did stuff. Todd Knock worked on it. So these are all guys who have contributed to Venom over the past few years, and they're contributing now to get everything on one track, which is cool because everybody's really been enjoying Venom, even with Mary Jane.
Yeah.
So there's cover. We have a lot of covers too. There's cover A. Here's cover B. Here's cover C. Speaking of that redheaded devil. Here's cover D. Middle of the table gets us cover E. We're on cover F.
That's a good cover.
Yeah, I like that one. Cover G. And then we've got a $16 foil variant. It's an oversized issue, so they just double the price on those. And then a 1 in 25 $20 variant to go along with it and finish off the row. The last thing to talk about was it was a contender for 3 things this week. As the 3 of us were reading up on stuff to talk to you guys about, we all felt the need to read X-Men. We are not X-Men readers, as you know, as the 20 people who listen to us every week about the comic books we read. We're not X-Men readers. We wanted to stay up to date. This is a very accessible beginning to X stuff.
Yeah.
It really is. There is not a typical learning curve to this book. This is very enjoyable to just dive into, and quite frankly, to see who dies. Because there are no rules in this 10 years in the future possible X-verse at all.
Yeah, and I just want to say, in terms of characters, if you're a Scott fan, you're going to like this book. And honestly, if you're a Psylocke fan, I think you're really going to like the book.
If you're a Wolverine fan, you're going to like this book.
If you're a Wolverine fan, you're going to be like, oh, crap.
Honestly, I want to say, it sounds stupid, but like Wolverine, kind of like you've never seen him.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds kind of dumb because he's popping claws and stabbing people. But, so yeah, and we've got some great covers to go with it. There's cover A, cover B, cover C, cover D, a 1 in 25 variant for $15, and then a honker. I'll be honest. This is a 1 in 100 variant by Stanley Artgerm Lau. It is selling online, no joke, for upwards of $200, if not more. I could not price a comic and put it on this table that high. So this is a $150 1 in 100 variant. Please buy it. And that's it for X-Men.
And I get to talk about DC this week.
Yeah.
As normal, but there's some good stuff because Absolute Evil is out this week. The first of 3 Absolute books this week. This one's the one shot. This one introduces, as we said before, the Justice League. But if you want to see all the bad guys within the Ultimate Universe in one room talking about everything that's going on, here you go. Beyond that, you also get to see other stuff that's been going on in the universe that we had no idea what was going on. And without giving anything away, as Ben said before, there are definitely 2 very important first Absolute appearances within this book.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. The last page is such a meat hook.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
I want to say one thing I didn't say about it before, and that's I really appreciate this one shot coming from DC within this universe because the world building that they did, they needed to do at some point. I get that. But I really appreciated that they do what DC has always done best and ignored a little bit since the New 52, and that's using their own legacy to build the present instead of ignoring like historical events in the DC universe, or I don't want to give a lot away, characters that contribute to legacy characters, like present characters. They really paid attention, and they kicked us in the rear a little bit with what they did with them in here, and it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's great.
We cannot stress how great this is. And honestly, you can read this independent of all the other ones.
You don't need to know anything.
By far.
Yeah.
So,
No, you don't.
So, there's your cover A. We have a cover B. Then we move on to Absolute Green Lantern, which fully explores what it means to be in space in the Absolute Universe. Like, legitimately, we are seeing characters from the Green Lantern universe in ways you have never, ever seen them before. And again, another first appearance of an Absolute character in here like on the last page.
Can you tell me who it is without me knowing? Oh, okay.
So yeah, but yeah, fantastic. Actually, many first appearances of Absolute characters in there,
Yeah.
but yeah, so good. Absolute Superman. This one is we're gonna slow down a touch, get our bearings, and have Ra's al Ghul get ready to attack Smallville. That's what's gonna happen, and done in the best way possible. So good. You get to find out all about like what Cal's been doing as he was growing up within Earth, and so good. And then we get DC's Satanic Panic. As always, DC loves their like $10 one shots. They're all wonderful stories, but honestly, like you got Daniel Warren Johnson and Riley Rossimo doing a Plastic Man story, and worth the price of admission right there.
It's
Oh, yeah.
equally
Yeah.
fun and disturbing.
Yes,
So, yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Such a weird story.
Yeah. So DC's Satanic Panic.
DC's week is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because next up, Justice League the Omega X special. You got Booster Gold back. You got Time Traveler, like the Time Trapper back, who is of course Doomsday. They're like going off into the future to find out what's going on, what's going to be happening in the regular DC universe. And Flash tags along for the ride, and it is one of the most fun Flash moments I've seen in a long time. It's great, but Booster gets some really fantastic stuff going on in here, and it leads directly into both Justice League and DCKO.
Yeah, what a great recap and forward thinking for the story. Like,
Absolutely.
it's both of those things at the same time. It's
Yeah.
hard
Yeah.
to do.
So if you're getting Justice League, you're getting this. Absolutely worth it. There you go. We got a regular cover. We have a $15 1 in 25 variant for that one there. JSA next to it is the Ragnarok Part 2. But next to that, it's first year for Gotham Academy. It is a new Gotham Academy. It is, but from a lot of the same creative people from the first one. So if you're just like, this, as it says, this school has secrets, but it's all within the Gotham universe, and just a ton of fun. Like, this is the fun book of the week. So there you go, Gotham Academy first year. There's cover A. We got a really cool cover B. Batman number 2, Matt Fraction's Batman. This one is essentially an all Tim Drake issue, as he is fighting the Gotham police like full on in here, and yeah, so, and then Batman gets caught unawares, which seems silly, but
It's super
Yeah.
silly.
Yeah.
That's the part where we called it bad.
yeah,
We just couldn't
we
stomach
don't
that one.
believe one of the things that happens in there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
Gorgeous artwork,
yeah,
though.
yeah. So there's your cover A,
I think so. There we go.
and then next to that we have the amazing $10 1 in 25 variant for that one there. Cover B is your Jim Lee cover. Then we get Birds of Prey issue 26. Still maybe my favorite DC book. I just love it. Part 2 in the 4-part series. They're in like a video game, and it's great. There's your cover A. There's your cover B. Superman Book of L's on issue number 2. But next to that, Batgirl on issue number 12. First part in another story arc, which they actually were so excited about that they put it as backups in the other books. So Cassandra's really getting her time to shine, as the bat signal indicates. There's your cover A. There's your Ryan Gonzalez cover B. Poison Ivy's on issue number 37. Man, the little engine that could on that one. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Deserves all the accolades,
Yep.
honestly.
So, cover A, your Zarity cover B, the pumpkin spicy variant. Cheetah and Cheshire robbed the Justice League, issue number 3. They're still going. They're building up their team. They're getting ready to rob the Justice League. How much more do you want? But next to that, Teen Titans Go. So much fun. This book is wonderful. I hope it goes on forever. I really like it. DC's Facsimiles Detective Comics number 40. I looked it up. I actually flipped through it. First appearance, Clayface.
Oh, fun.
Cool.
We were just talking about that
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yep. So there you go. But also, real quick, so you get that for a little bit, but then you get Red Logan, American Reporter in London. You get the Crimson Avenger. You get fantastic ads. Like Dr. Fate, a top-notch new feature in more fun comics.
That's awesome.
Gosh, all that for $7. Can't beat it. Brave and the Bold's been reprinted. It's the Demons and Dragons volume by Mark Waid. I think it's volume 2 in that series. But volume 3 in the Blue Beetle Jaime Reyes series, that full collection is wonderful. But below that, we have the Two-Face collection, Trial Separation. So good. If you missed out on the individual issues and you're like just even peripherally interested in Two-Face, absolutely worth it.
What a look at the criminal underbelly of Gotham.
Yes.
Like without a Batman lens.
So, Stranger Things Dungeons and Dragons, the full collection is put here. Umbrella Academy is on issue number 3. Huck Big Bad World's on issue number 5. It's penultimate issue. Life is on issue number 6. Is this the final one, or is it just an ongoing? I mean,
I don't know.
There we go. Distillery.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
way to go, Distillery.
Yeah.
Lumberjanes, they are reprinting them as oversized collections. It's book 1. It is a fun, all ages series. Girls at camp, lots of supernatural stuff, just lots of team building stuff. Great book. Last Days of Lovecraft from Boom Studios. Did you read this one, Andrea?
I did. It's a one shot. It's a fictionalized tale of like what his last day was, because no one knows. A stranger comes to visit him in the hospital, and who may be a time traveler ish. We don't know. It is very Lovecraftian.
There we go.
Yeah.
Everything you want from that. Something's Killing the Children's on issue number 44. Big Rig from Post Malone's on issue number 3. Illuminati from AWA's on issue number 4, penultimate issue. Roots of Madness from Ignition Studios. She is the daughter of a whole line of women who have different abilities, healing abilities, and she is using both science and magic within that world. And issue 1 from Ignition.
And I'll shout out to Ignition a little bit. I've been doing this a long time, and it's very rare to see them put a synopsis on the back of a single issue. And I do appreciate that, for especially a new company with new properties. So that's pretty cool.
There we go. Pinup Apocalypse on issue number 6. We got 2 covers for that. There's cover A, and there's cover B.
Nice.
Detective Kaiju, Kevin's pick of the week, on issue number 3. Toxie Team Up, Andrea's pick of the week, on issue number 4. I just love the Dragonfly Man. That is so good.
So cool.
And that is one ugly Toxie on the cover. Speed Racers on issue number 3. Gunpowder Profits. This one was from Justin Jordan. I have not read it yet. But
It's kind of like a exploitation film. A mom hires these 2 guys to get her daughter away from her father, who is like running a cult and intends to sacrifice her.
there we
So
go.
there's supernatural stuff and action.
It looked cool. I picked it up because it looked cool, and I like Justin Jordan. EC's Cruel Universe is on issue number 2?
3.
3 for the new series. There's your cover A. We got your $6 1 in 10 variant, your $10 1 in 20 variant. Adventure Time. It's the Bubbling College Special, issue number 1, one shot for all you Adventure Time followers out there. And then regular Adventure Times on issue number 6. Collection-wise, Spawn of Venus and Other Stories, all the Wally Wood stuff. So it's gorgeous artwork, super cool, in, I want to say, a $50 hardcover. Star Trek Voyager, the omnibus, the thinnest omnibus I think we've ever
I don't know
seen.
why they call it that. It's like $20.
Yeah.
It's not.
There you go.
But hey, you know.
Yeah.
I think omnibus technically means full collection.
There we go.
So.
Star Trek Red Shirts, Chris Cantwell, Star Trek books on issue number 3.
Kevin told me this week if he ever looks over at me and my face is doing this, he's going to run. And I said, that's fair.
I would too. I would too.
Yeah.
Good instincts.
Yeah. Starship Godzilla, the new Godzilla book, where it's space Godzillas, that sort of stuff. Issue number 1, new Godzilla series, but with more people, less Godzilla,
And a cat.
and a cat. That's where it's all at.
Yeah.
Street Fighter Street Fighter and Friends has a swimsuit special. It's the 2025 swimsuit special. Need we say more?
Yeah.
Judge Dredd by Brian Bolland, the Masterpiece Edition. This, if you've never read it, is wonderful Judge Dredd stuff. It is probably the best Judge Dredd stuff you can possibly read, and it's all in cool Brian Bolland original artwork style. So beautiful. Isaac, a manga book that we got in. It's, there you go, volume 2. Over Easy by Mimi Pond. Mimi Pond. Mimi.
Like the lady on Drew Carey.
Oh, Mimi. Okay. Yeah. Collection from Drawn and Quarterly. So then we also have Won't You Be My Jesus, or Won't You Be My Savior, local comic creator. Gary Dunn did some artwork. A bunch of other local artists did artwork. And basically Jesus is one guy's neighbor, and he's really not happy with Jesus being his neighbor. But a bunch of different stories from within there. We got some local comic shop day stuff. Beauty is going to be a TV show, and so it was a series that came out a while ago. They put it out in a special cover for local comic shop day, the whole collection, or book 1 of that collection. Hero Bear and the Kid. If Mike Kunkel actually does another issue, I will be stunned. But they did a new reprint of issue 1 with a new cover. We've got the preview for DCKO, which apparently comes out next week.
That's what the thing said.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Ultimate Hawkeye number 1. We've got
Last week.
if you missed it last week, we got the local comic shop day cover. Kids books, Monster High, House Hunters, issue number 2.
Haunters. You
House
did
Hunters.
it again.
I will do
It's
it
a
every
weekly
time.
book.
I will do it every time. Issue number 3.
There's no pun if it's hunting.
Yeah, I'm going to swap this real quick because Archie's Halloween special, there's your cover A. There's your cool retro cover B. And then Archie's Facsimile is Betty and Veronica, issue number 75. It's the Alien issue. Yay. Bluey, super mega coloring book, 128 pages.
I thought you were going to say $128.
Nope, 128 pages. Sonic on the Go, Volume 1. Nubia Too Real from DC's line. And then the Dr. Seuss graphic novel from Alt Art Baltazar. The Thing 1 and Thing 2 have homework to do book. It's just wonderful to look at. I love that cover. Arts does a great job on it. And that is our books for the week.
That is our books for the week.
Get that Absolute Evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Yep.
sure.
And
We
if
can
you-
end on that.
And if you're like, I don't want to read a DC book, we can get Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Lots of great stuff this week we're really excited about. And that's about it. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night, and we'll see you tomorrow for your comics.